Tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com. What's good, man?
What's up? Who am I talking to right here?
It's Bubsky. What's good? What's cracking, bro?
This C-O-N, E-J-O. Notorious Comando, Sinister Kingdom Music, live and direct from the LA County Jail. What's up?
What's up? Broadcasting live from the east side, but I guess right now we're broadcasting live from Pitches, right? How are you doing, man? Let's get that. Man, what's good with you, man?
I'm chilling. I'm just right here posted. You know, I gotta go through with the little formalities, but other than that, shit, you know.
You'll be home real soon. We already know that. We know that.
Yeah.
What can the fans do to support, or what's the best thing the fans could do to support you right now to help you out in the situation that you have in front of you now?
They could just write me on the real, like the fans they've been this shit for me, like since I came out, like they've supported my movement, like my shit's never died out. Like last year I dropped 16 albums last year. And the thing is, like, with my shit, I'd be streaming over I'm like 1 point something million every 90 days. So someone's listening to my shit, you know, they keeping that.
This call is being recorded.
They're keeping that CON shit going, you know, so, I mean.
What's the best link? What's the best link where they could get your information? Like to have.
The Facebook page and the Instagram page is the same. It's Conejo Rapper. That's it.
So then from there they could link, and that's the best way to get in contact with your music and know what you're up to.
Yeah. And I mean, they could go to like YouTube, you know, and there's like endless playlists of my music on YouTube. I got over 90 albums on iTunes. You know, they could go to Spotify and you know they don't want to buy them. They could just like stream them off of Spotify. I got too many albums, more than anybody, I think.
Why so many albums?
I think it's better to do. I was dropping like one maybe two a month. I think like once you got so much material, you got room to be creative. Like that's what I think. Like I think the other homies in the game, they be fucking up because they be taking like a year or 2 years to even drop an album. And, you know, the way music is right now is fast. You know, they're going to take 2 years to do an album, and then whoever picks it up, they're going to fuck with it for a week, and then they're going to get rid of it onto the next shit. So right now, it's like you got to flood the game, you know?
I think you've been always ahead of everything on it, like even with the back to the CD days, you know what I mean? You were up on that. Is it just part of like keeping up with the people? How do you stay connected where majority of people fall off?
You know what? I just like that's like my gift, and that's like my passion, and you know, I just love making music. Probably that's it. You know, like I'm not trying to judge the other homies that can't do it like that or won't do it like that. You know. But sometimes I think like, okay, like let's just say like on some underground shit, like some homies be on some raggedy ass shit that they think they're too artistic or like this underground. I'm underground. I've always been underground. My sound has been underground like from the day one. My shit been grimy more than anybody's shit.
And consistent. Like my shit, and consistent. Yeah, and consistent. And on the real, it's not. Like I know I'm not the best or nothing, but a fool to battle me like lyrically, like that fool's he's gonna have to go head up with me, cause you know I'll bang them out, you know I'll pack them out on whatever. Will you ever run out of content? I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, like.
That shit's impossible. It's because there's a thing I always say this shit. Like me, I never blew up, you know, so I stayed hungry this whole time. And the way my life is different than other people's lives. You know, my life has been different than my life's just been in the trenches, and it's just I've had a different life than everybody else. So you know, like the shit that I've been around, the shit that I see is like I'll be spitting for days and shit. You know.
So what got Conejo into hip hop, into rapping, into MCing, into being so prolific when he writes? You know, what got you into? Let's go all the way back. Like, what got you into that?
Let me see. Like, if we go all the way back on some old school shit, like, I was already, like, on that hip-hop shit before there was even East Coast or West Coast, you know? It was just rap music. I was fucking with it back then.
This call is being recorded.
And I started recording like in 90.
Okay.
Like four-track demo tapes like in 1991.
Uh-huh.
So I just, and then, you know, my shit's been like hood shit, like from the gate. Like, I think I was the first fool to say his hood in a rap. Nobody even would do no shit like that. Like, straight put their neighborhood on a tape. Like, straight say their neighborhood that they're from. Or even let alone talk about using dope. You know, fools talk about like weed and all that, but I think I'm the first one that started talking about like the real, you know, drug use within the community and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I guess because it was kind of like not necessarily shunned, but nobody wanted to talk about it, you know, or even, you know what I mean, speak on it.
You know, so I feel like I made it cool for fools to like say their hood or, you know, talk about like some get high shit. Aside from weed, alcohol, you know.
I don't want to use the other word. I'm gonna say the LA culture, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But is the LA culture is the LA culture good or bad for hip hop? As far as, what do you think?
I think it's good. That's just like the whole world's looking. If it's coming out of LA, I don't care what, they're looking at that shit. Like I know the way music sounds right now. You know, like music's on some trap shit.
Yeah.
But that's just like the sound. You know, like the faces and the individuals. That's a different thing. You know, so it doesn't matter now. Like music, it don't matter. Like there is no more like West Coast music, or I mean there is, or East Coast music. There is some kind of like, you could take it back and be like, okay, this is an East Coast beat or this is a West Coast beat, but like, the thing is that them days are over. You gotta be able to like fuck with anything. Me, I don't care. I'll rap on the West Coast beat, East Coast beat, Dirty South beat. It don't matter. Like I'll say some grimy shit on all those types of beats.
So essentially, it's not really even musically. It's pretty much the same sound right now.
This call is being recorded.
Would you agree with that?
It's all about the music. It's all about the music. It's just it's not even about that. It's all about the music. Like the way I look at it, it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like promote our culture and, you know, and like see that there's like it continues. Like the movement continues. You know, like it don't die out. It's like a hustle, and at the same time, you know, that's our shit. LA, that's our shit. Like that look, that sound, that way, everything. That's our shit. Like they'll never take that shit away from us.
Are you too lyrical for Chicano Rap?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, but you know, I'll dumb that shit down. You know, I'll dumb that shit down sometimes, and you know, so. You know, the homies can fuck with it. Cause I get complaints, you know, too. Like, oh man, what the fuck you talking about right there?
You do. Even with that, like, where did you get the writing skills or like the ability to visualize when you write though in your actual songs? Like,
it's because that's the thing. That's just like I'm just writing about my environment. You know, like what I see or what I know, what I hear. It's like a corrido almost, like type. Like, hey, say this, talk about this, or I went through this, so I'm just like, that shit will stay in my mind. Like even right here on the real, I would bust a freestyle right now for you guys right now, but this shit ain't the environment. Like, you know, this is some other shit in here. You know, it's like, it's cool right now, but this a racial place, you know.
Yeah, no, we don't want to speak too much on that, but
no, I'm saying like I will spit for you guys like on that,
no,
but
we already know about that, and you can look in the various YouTube videos, Conejo rapper. If you guys look it up, this guy definitely.
Yeah,
we already know.
But look, like best believe you're gonna hear about this little experience, and you're gonna hear about it. Like maybe a few bars of, you know, like I was here, I ran through here, I was up in Supermax, Wayside, then I went to Medium North, then you know this and that. You might hear some shit like that. You might not, you know, but you just might.
Do you have recordings that aren't out yet with that many that you have, or right now?
Yeah, I'm sitting like on 4 albums. Like,
wow.
I used to record all the time. Like I got 4 albums right there. I got the day I got arrested, my album on Reign Supreme 6 dropped that same day. I was looking at it that day. I was all night looking at it. Walked outside and the little fugitive task force like snatched me up, but I'm sitting on Reign Supreme 9, Ski Mask Boy 2.5, Favela 5, and Dolphin.
Are we looking to drop those? Are those gonna get dropped, or are we gonna wait till you get home?
I'm gonna drop them, but I'm just like, right now it's like I'm taking a little break because I'm giving fools a chance to catch up a little bit. Fools are slow.
Any advice you would tell a young Chicano artist coming up in the game and trying to do what you have done or trying to make it within that culture? What advice could you give them that that if you would have got at that young age, or early in your career?
It's 'cause I'm bad at giving advice. To tell the truth, I can't give nobody advice because I'll have to eat my words then. But look, this is the way I see it. If every rap crew or squad, everybody that's out there right now, was to drop an album in 2017, we'd be making a statement. But fools, they're not confident. They don't trust themselves. That's why they'll record some shit. They're like, oh, that shit's not good enough, or I want to do that same rap to another beat, or they don't trust themselves. They don't have no confidence in themselves, But I know that if every crew and every squad drops some shit 2017, we make a statement, not, just without that word Chicano, just us as a people,
Do you?
And for the scene, because it's all about the music, making good music, and that's more important, than being Chicano. It's making some good music, street music, and.
Will Chicano rap ever cross over to popular culture, like pop and shit? Do you see that?
I don't know. I don't even know, but I feel. How can I say it? Well, I don't know. Me, and tell the truth, I haven't been able to participate in about 15 years. I have, but from a distance.
Yeah, limited. Yeah.
Limited.
Yeah, limited. We'll just say that.
I mean, it goes back to the same thing. It's like there's enough people to boom, we could flood and make a statement, but fools don't do it. They just I don't know. There's a lot of people out there, friends and foes, that they've been pushing the movement, whether fools think they're whack or whatever the fuck, but they're out there. They're pushing it. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they can, and I don't know. I would like to see more people do it. It'd be better for everybody else,
Do you keep up with other hip hop, other rap, other shit like some?
Yeah. I hear everything. Any album that comes out from anything, whatever, from whatever. You could just call any name out. I'll hear it. I'll study it one time real quick. I'll see what they're talking about, and that's it. 'Cause for reals, I don't even listen to rap. I just be on some jazz shit and some I don't know. I listen to other types of music and shit, like blues. I don't know. I like that John Coltrane and that Miles Davis type shit. And
has it always been that, or did that just recently? And the reason why I ask
is being recorded.
The reason why I ask is because
I was on some. I like everything, but it got to a point where I'm like, nah, I don't want to listen to rap, because then I just want that way when I jump in there. My shit just sounds like me. That's it. And I feel fresh. It feels good to do what I'm doing, I don't want to listen to nobody or look, I'm going to tell you this. I remember for a minute, everybody was trying to sound like trying to be the next Psycho Realm.
Yeah.
Fucking riding their dick hard and shit.
People still are
trying to name their crews even after them. What's that?
People still are.
Yeah, they try to fight that sound. That shit's whack as fuck. I don't like that. I don't respect that and shit. I trip on that shit. Man, get off the dick. For reals. That's out. That's out for reals.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know. You don't need to do that. You just,
Just to clarify, because I already know the comments will be posted. He's talking about artists that take that style of Psycho Realm and try to imitate it the same way you would a trap artist. So, because I just already know it's going to get misconstrued somewhere along the lines. You know what I mean? I'm just want to clarify that now that I have you on the line, so that you know what I mean.
You gotta say, what's the question again?
No. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to clarify is that what you're saying is, are you talking about as artists that copied Psycho Realm style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. I feel when someone came out with a sound homies will try to like jump on that and try to be like that and sound like this and sound like that. I mean, you gotta go with the music too. You know, there's a certain way like music is revolving, so you gotta sort of like jump in that mix. And but as far as like, let's just say, cause Sick Jacket, that's the homie. Like I met him before, and that, you know, like I respect this shit. Like I feel like that fool's like a lyricist too, you know. And
definitely.
but I don't like nobody like fucking trying to call themselves like something that sounds like his shit or I don't like that, you know. Or
so then
or even
that explains all the albums then. That explains all the albums then, because you're continually trying to innovate.
That explains what?
That explains so many albums is that you're continually trying to innovate. You're on to the next thing.
Yeah, I'm on some creative shit. Like, if you hear my albums, I got every kind of beat there is. Trap beats.
Yeah.
NY beats, like, you know, that NY sound. Yeah, anything. I don't care. I experiment and shit, you know?
Do you? How about after rap, man? Do you see yourself artistically doing anything besides rapping?
Man, I have my band. Like, I have a band that I almost finished the whole album with the band. I had some shit like.
What's the name of the band? I know you have a name for the band. What's the name of the band?
The band was called Exile Planet.
Oh shit.
And it was like, you know, I felt like I was exiled from my planet for a minute.
Damn.
So I was like, but I don't know. I just might call my band Conejo, you know? It's already like, that's my brand and shit. Like.
Do you have do you have, how many tracks do you have done with that project?
What's that?
How many songs do you have done with that project with Exile?
I got like 7 songs.
Exile Plan.
I did like 7 songs.
Damn.
It's just doing a band thing's a little bit more harder than doing a rap.
This call is being recorded.
When I do a rap album, it takes me 2 days. I write the whole album one day and I record it the whole next day. Then on the 3rd day, I would send it off to South America to my boys out there, and they mix it and master it for like a day or 2. I get it back, and then by that time I already was working on the next one, or you know, I'll be done with the next one or some shit like that.
Damn. Let them know who we got on the line. Let them know. Introduce yourself again, man.
We got Big G Rap, CONEJ 36 O's, Sinister Kingdom Music, Notorious Comando.
And give them the contact.
The contact is Conejo Rapper at Facebook and Instagram. And, I mean, just YouTube. I got playlists. You guys could go right there and just play my shit for days. Because, like, I don't know, I got like 90 albums or more. I think I got more because I got a bunch of collab albums with other artists. So, those, you know, those count too.
Yeah, definitely. And any shout-outs before we cut out, man? Any shout-outs you want to give?
Any shout-outs? Let me see. Give a shout out to homie Spooky from Mob G, Crazy George from New York, the whole little High Caliber family, Bullo, Loco Negro, Ernie G, 5 a.m., the homie Esteban Orio, Joker Brand, Mr. D, Puente, Franco Rice, MC Pancho, Scribe from Quinto Soul, the Crack Family G's out of Colombia, Big Duke, Sick Jacket from the Psycho Realm, Captain Fame, Urban King, Capone and Predict, Ice Pig, Círculo Asesino. Shout out to the homies, Disciples of the Sick. And, you know, of course, OG Husky Radio, you know, all the fans that have been, like, holding me down and shit for all these years, you know?
Definitely, man. When you touch home, you know you're going to come in and we can get that formal interview, bro.
Yeah, as soon as I get out, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna max boost out with the freestyle, you know?
A huevo. Good looking out, man. Thank you for the interview, dog.
No, all right, thank you. All right, homies. Stay up and I'll be seeing you soon.